JC asked, as a vegan, what would be the best times to eat during the day? First thing I want to point out to you is that you use plural for times. So I'm going to suggest to you something that a lot of health fanatics do, which is eat only one time a day. Your main meal just once a day. I did that for many years. These days, I still do one meal, but I might do something extra in the morning, like I might do fruit or a bowl of oatmeal or a bowl of fruit with bee pollen sprinkled on it. So I'd say two the most. But that's something that you may want to consider, is just doing one main meal. That concept that a lot of us are raised in, having breakfast, a heavy breakfast, and then a lunch, and then a heavy dinner, is really taxing on the body. So first thing is that you may want to reduce, practice a little caloric restriction so that you can actually optimize your body's energy instead of working it constantly, morning, noon, and night, and nighttime snack, and then again in the morning. So that's one. Second thing is when I eat is not so much a dictate of a vegan philosophy. So something I'd like to point out is a lot of my belief system is a conglomeration of many different ideas, from Taoist ideas to Buddhist ideas, even Scientology ideas, minimalism. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe a lot of people are like that, in the sense that the things you practice, the things you believe, your behavior is a mixture of different ideas from different places, not just one. It's not that, like I said, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's not that your religion will dictate every aspect of your life, even though it seems like some people live that way. So some of the things may seem a bit contradictory. So, for example, you might know me to be frugal and always looking to save money or cut corners in terms of spending, not spending exorbitantly. At the same time, you might know that I'll spend $7 on a small bar of Liggett soap, or $300 or more on a zapper, or $400 or $500 on a Rife machine. So that's because my belief system as it relates to my health and health autonomy is, I guess, more important than my need to pinch a penny. So the aspect of what I eat might be determined by veganism, but the aspect of when I eat is not something that every vegan will follow. So I remember reading somewhere during my research that the body's energy is highest as the sun rises, and at high noon, the peak is actually when the body's energy is highest as well. So that's when I want to do my eating, so that I can maximize my body's energy to digest the meals. So the second reason that I do it is also so that I won't be eating too late in the day. One of the reasons that a lot of people get overweight is because they eat late in the day, after 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then they go to bed, and the food is not properly digested, but the body is shutting down for sleep. So a lot of the food doesn't get digested properly. They don't have a bowel movement before they go to bed, and end up getting overweight over time. So one of the reasons, if things are functioning well, then I want to eat early in the day so that I give enough time for the body to process the food and hopefully have a bowel movement and clear it out of my system before I go to bed. So that's the reason I eat during 12 and 3, and I strive towards one meal a day. Something else I'll add here is that, if starting now, if you can condition yourself to declare your day of eating done at a certain time. One of the things that I realize has helped me with my fasting is that as soon as 4 o'clock comes around, as soon as 4:35, sunset, in my mind, I've conditioned myself to say subconsciously that, okay, I'm done for the day. I'm finished eating for the day. The day of eating is done. So less and less over the years, I don't have an urge or desire to eat once the sun sets, or past a certain time. And if you can start conditioning yourself to do that early on, then later, if and when you start doing fasting, you'll find it's much easier, because at a certain time of day, your mind and your body just shut off, and you say, okay, that's it, I'm done for the day, and I won't eat again till tomorrow. So that's the longer answer. Between 12 and 3, one meal a day, that's how often I eat.